Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Ottoman 4 as we are playing as the Ottoman Empire. So sorry there wasn't a video yesterday. Honestly, I just didn't feel up to it. I was kind of feeling a little bit depressed because we just found out for sure that we will not be able to move and sell this house and buy another one this year. Again, this is what, 3 years in a row. We've been trying to get out of this house for a long time because it's a really old house and we cannot afford the repairs that we have to do annually. But yeah, we just have so many repair issues in this house, just constant problems, and just spending thousands and thousands of dollars on this house on repairs. So we've been trying to get out of it for 3 years now, but the housing market is just absolutely insane here. It just gets more and more expensive, and we just can't get approved for enough money. And I would make a fortune off of this house if I sold it because of how insane the housing market is. It's a seller's market right now, and I can make a lot of money off of this house here in profits. I'm talking like well over $100,000 of profit. So after I pay off what I owe. And yet, even if you took all that money and put it as a down payment, even if you took all that and you account for the really low interest rates right now, I still cannot afford a house. Nobody will give us enough money. Nobody will lend us enough money based on what we make. We still couldn't afford a house that would be an upgrade from this one. We could essentially buy, just now we got to the point where we could buy our own house. They gave us enough money where I could purchase this house for what we want to sell it for. So yeah, I was just feeling kind of depressed yesterday because, you know, I don't know how we're going to do it. It's another year of the repair cost. Like, we're like in debt because of how much money we have to spend to make these repairs every year. And so I just don't know how we're going to do another year. So I was kind of depressed, honestly, and I just didn't feel like recording because, yeah, it's just 3 years in a row, man. It just keeps getting worse. Like, the amount that they approve us for is not accounting for how much the market goes up every year. So it becomes less and less likely every year that we're ever going to get out of this house unless we just sell it and go back to renting, which I don't really want to do that. I finally bought a house, you know, in my 30s, and I don't really want to go back to renting because that wasn't a good situation. Because the rental market here is just as bad as the housing market. So yeah, I really don't want to go back to being a renter and all the negatives that entails. I just wasn't in the mood to record, so that's the reason why we didn't have a video. I'm feeling better now though. I've kind of picked myself up pretty quick from these. I feel a little bit sad for a day and then I'm good to go and trying to see the positive in things, you know. I feel like that's the only way you can really go with life, is just keep on trudging forward and try and think of the things you have and the positives. You know, at least we have a house. You know, even if it is one that we got to spend a lot of money on repairs every year, I'd still rather live in this house than be renting based on the horrible experiences we had as renters for our entire life, because I've pretty much always rented until we bought this house here. And my philosophy is just try and think of the positive, be thankful for what you have, and not be so obsessed about the things you don't or the things that are going wrong in your life. Just kind of be grateful for the good things. So I kind of picked myself up quick from these little moments of sadness, but yeah, I just wasn't up to it yesterday. Last thing, in regards to the patron poll for the next campaign, so I'm going to leave it up for the rest of this day that I'm recording, but by the day this comes out on Thursday afternoon, I'll be putting the second patron poll up, and as of right now, HOI4 is winning. It's up by a few votes. Based on how many patrons are left to vote, I expect HOI4 will win. Again, I still have to leave it up for the rest of the day, so that might change. But it does look like Hearts of Iron 4 is going to win just over CK3 by a few votes. And so we'll be having the second poll over the next campaign. And so that is, of course, going to be Germany, India, and Spain will be the three choices for those series. So if you are a patron, then make sure you head over to Patreon, you know, Thursday afternoon or after, because that's when the poll should be up, and vote on which country we'll be playing as. But yeah, let's go and start in today's episode. We're doing these invasions here. They still got to get planned. I also set up an additional invasion into Haiti here, which is this army right here. They're coming from London, I believe. So yeah, they'll make their way over there. We need to get these units here destroyed. I want to make sure we're the ones to do that, so we get credit for destroying them. We could go ahead and get the interception detection. I think we will. Oh wait, no. The reason why we're not doing that is because we never do interception. Or we're not doing it now anyways. So you know what? We're not going to do that. I think we're done here. Yeah, we're done here, guys. Nothing left to get. As far as other techs, I mean, there's really not a whole lot. We could start going to the jet engines, I suppose, if there's nothing else here, which I don't think there is. Don't really need the tanks now. You know, we're heading towards the end of the campaign here. So yeah, I would say, frankly, we don't even need to pick a tech. But we will. We're going to get the experimental rockets here. But yeah, it's not really all that important. Now, we do have some political power, so we could go ahead and spend that. See what all we might want to spend it on, but first, let's say we don't need to be notified of the war propaganda. I guess we can go ahead and fill this out. We never did finish these two, so let's go and get this one here. And then, in regards to the Chief of the Navy, we need 100 political powers. We don't have it yet. We'll get it, even though it's really not that important. It's not going to help us. Yeah, we'll go and grab it anyways. Alright, so this unit's going up here. We'll have to finish up this territory, so we'll just get a unit to attack through here real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's make sure that guy goes to this front, and we'll have him come over here. And then he can just kind of wrap up all this territory here. There we go. He'll slowly get all that taken. We might have to go peek over at him in a little bit and see how he's doing. Let's try and get these units here destroyed. Yeah, we'll get those guys completely wiped out. And the Canadian invasion is going pretty well. These guys need to stay here, though. Let's go and push forward with the tanks here. We're still trying to cut a unit off. It looks like we should be able to do it with this guy, though. And we're also getting that war goal in Africa. Let's take a look and see how long that'll be before it's done. We'll get the last machine-assisted encryption. And yeah, let's go ahead and see when we're going to get this war goal done. Because I don't remember. It's 11th of July. Okay, so we got a couple months. Did have a few convoys getting sunk throughout here. Okay, so submarines continue to have good success there. Defending here, but let's go ahead and push forward. Get these guys moving over here, and one of these is supposed to be assigned here, but yeah, he wasn't. Alright, so we'll get that fixed. You know what, let's assign both of these units over here. I think that would be useful. And also this tank unit. Just try and get pushed forward here and try and get as much territory as rapidly as we can. Let's go ahead and have this tank guy push forward here. Maybe we'll get some units cut off right here. It's not impossible. And we might want to take a look at how long until these invasions are ready. Now, obviously, this blue one here is going to take a while, but the green invasion. Okay, so we got some time. So we'll just let them keep on planning that. And yeah, try and get this whole state here. The Germans can have this one. Now you notice we can do nukes here. We could do nukes at any time. We do have that option available to us. We just haven't needed it. And nuking territory that you don't need to nuke is typically not a good thing to do, since it does destroy all the infrastructure and stuff there. So overall, it ends up being a negative. Yeah, we don't want to nuke anybody if we don't get any kind of advantage over it. Or from it, I should say. So whoever gets here first, we'll have both of them attacking, but yeah, we should have that unit get there first, and then we'll be able to get all those guys destroyed. More convoys being sunk throughout here. Not that this is that important anymore. Yeah, doing pretty good with the convoy raiding, so that's all casualties out in the sea, of course. Also still building up all throughout here. We got our civilian factories getting us radar and all that kind of good stuff. Let's go and get these guys here destroyed now. Actually, we'll have this guy go all the way up here. We'll have him attack right there. And let's have this guy attack here. And that should hopefully at least lock those units down. Alright, so he's coming over this way while he pushes forward there. Okay, so Canada, we continue to have good success rates. Now, as far as, again, if this is going to be the finale, I don't think so, because I think Mexico is going to cause us some trouble. We'll have to use the nukes, I think, in Mexico, because I think there's going to be a lot of units there. I think Mexico will have a lot more units than Canada does, and I just think there'll be more defending there as well. So we'll try and cut off that unit there. Just need to get this unit here wrapped up now, or 3 units. And it looks like that task is already done. Excellent. We got the depth charge throwers too, so let's go ahead and just continue getting all the depth charge stuff. Again, it's fairly irrelevant at this point, I think. I'm going to attack those guys, and then let's attack here as well. Oops. I don't know if these guys will be able to win. Oh yeah, definitely. They're really, really low on the organization there. And then with this unit, we'll just have them come over here next. Did this guy finish up his task? Looks like a lot of this is already getting wrapped up here. Okay, well, let's do it differently. Let's go here then, since you got this guy going through here and these guys going this way. So Austria is getting credit for getting some war score here. So, I mean, I guess good for them. But honestly, I prefer that they weren't getting any war score. And let's let this guy go over this way. Just trying to get those guys completely wiped out. Alright, so that mountain unit is taking that one province over for us. And then this guy here, you know what, let's have him go down here next. And then once they're cut off, we can get them destroyed. This guy should be, continue and push forward. Excellent. Those guys are all wiped out as well, so just getting those pockets destroyed. Tank was successful here, beautiful. And so next, yeah, somebody will get that taken for us. I think we have that guy assigned to that. And then we'll kind of push forward here. Just try and take as much of this territory as we can, even though it is all going to be occupied by Germany. So we sunk some submarines throughout here. Alright, that's good. Our bombers are having some success here. I did move some more planes here. Good God. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons here. Yeah, I did move a few more planes over to this area. Just kind of help us out. Also, we'll have some planes to help us with the invasion here. I don't think we can reach this zone, though. Now, let me just see if we can't get some of these close air support moving over here. No, they still can't reach there. They just don't have the range. They can cover that invasion, though, once these troops get here. Let's just go ahead and send these guys as soon as they're ready, because one of them should be ready here in about a week. So I'll let them go immediately. We'll just have to see if they are successful or not. As far as the one fleet that we have here, let's go and extend them over here so they'll help us cover some more of these regions here. Doing their patrols, then engaging the fleet, which will allow us to bomb them with our naval bombers. Let's have this guy try and take this territory since nobody else is going to do it. And it looks like he can finish this up. Excellent. I was thinking Austria was going to get all those points. Looks like that is not what's going to happen. Alright, let's go and take that territory there. And what do we have to get for this? Okay, so we already have control of the St. Lawrence region now, essentially, except for that one province. So shouldn't have any issues getting control of the rest of it. Again, this will launch here in 1 week. And I think that Mexico will take long enough to defeat that we should be able to continue our expansion in Africa. Let's get this guy coming over to this front here, and we'll see if he can't get over to this province real quick. Try and cut off that one unit. We'll have the Mountain Division wipe that unit out. Yeah, looking pretty good here, guys. Alright, so the tank unit has taken that. That has gone to the Germans, of course, so let's just go ahead and pull back on this front here. And now let's go ahead and try and attack there to cut this unit off here. Again, they're all technically cut off, so I guess we could just go and push forward everywhere. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Surprised that that's a loss there, but I suppose it's fine. Let's go ahead and take these two. We don't really need them over here anymore. Let's put them onto this front here. And these guys should be pushing forward here as well, yes. So anybody who's over here can go ahead and move to another front. They're not needed here anymore. Alright, so still waiting for that invasion to kick off. Again, I think it's that they're not done planning yet rather than us not having control. And go ahead and continue getting those torpedoes. Alright, so yeah, wiped out all those troops there. And we were successful there as well. So let's go and attack here next. Just make sure we get credit for taking both of those provinces. And see where we want to push forward here, where we can actually win, probably right there. And then somebody needs to wipe this one unit out, so we'll get that infantry unit doing it for us. And these states are just so big that it takes a really long time for these units to get there. It looks like the army here just arrived. Excellent. As far as when they'll be ready to go, it's going to be a while. They're about halfway done with their training here. Did sink another destroyer there. Let me see here. I meant planning, by the way. I said training for that blue army. I meant planning. So just see what's going on here. So would he just not have control yet of one of these zones? Because I thought we had control of everything, but apparently not. Maybe it's this one's just not high enough. Is that what it's saying? Let me just double check that. So performing naval invasion requires naval supremacy. Okay, I mean, we have naval supremacy though. I think as long as it's green, you could typically go. I know it's only 61%, but oh, okay, I'm an idiot. I just completely missed this. These guys, the larger one, they're the ones that are not done blending. These guys are the ones who just attacked, and they did fail. Okay, that's surprising actually. Let's put them back on this and have them come back over here. But yeah, they did fell, which means they might be facing a large defending army there. We could also attack into this port, which is larger. So could do that. I think we are going to do that. So let's go ahead and edit this real quick, and then we'll have them come over here instead. And let's just go ahead and cancel that because they need to rest for a second. So yeah, we'll have them come back. Let me just see if there's any traits here. There's not. Alright, so they did fail, and I see that there's probably just as many units there. But the problem here, of course, is that we didn't nuke when we could have. I didn't know the invasion was going off. So this time we're going to want to watch the invasion so we can drop the nuke as it goes, because that's the way that we're going to succeed, even against, you know, overwhelming odds. So this is done here. Germany, of course, got control of that. Let's go ahead and get... What do we want to get next? I guess we can do the blueprint stealing since we have been using that mission. I think that's the only mission we've been using against the AI. Let's go and take that air base, because our planes here can now no longer reach the next region, I don't think. No. So yeah, we need to get an air base over there so we can get some air support. So yeah, this time, guys, when we send it off, we'll just watch it. Make sure that we don't miss the invasion and the chance to send the nuke off. Let's go and attack here. Take that province. And no other troops up here. Oh, there's a guy right there. Let's say we don't have anybody else on the border who can push forward just yet. As again, it's going to be slow going along these massive states here. So yeah, it's just going to take them a while to get to these areas. Alright, so they are back. Now they just need to get their organization back up. And we'll just have to wait. We'll send them both and we'll sit here and watch them is what I'm thinking. To make sure we don't have any other issues. One of those destroyers did get sunk, by the way. Alright, so he's almost over there, and as soon as he gets there, we're going to want to move our planes in. Looks like we can only get 2 air wings as of right now. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get... I guess we'll do these ones here. 1 fighter and 1 close air support. Help us cover that region, and we'll do the more ground crews there as well. Okay, you know what? If we are not doing any more ground crews here, we should. Because you see, we're actually taking losses there. We do not have control of the skies. So we've built this airbase up a bit more. So let's go ahead and duplicate these fighter wings. Though I want to say we might still have 1 more back at the house. Yeah, we got 1 here. He's still training, but we'll just move him here now. Get him doing the air superiority. And then we'll have to duplicate one of these ones here. The heavy fighters, you see, we're not even up to the 100 yet. So we'll just get one of these guys here and duplicate them. And see if we can't gain control of the skies there. That'd be super helpful, because remember, we will not be able to drop the bomb if we do not control the skies. So that's one thing to consider. Now here, I don't think we even have anybody who can reach over there. Those heavy fighters, their range is not that impressive because they're the older heavy fighters. So even the heavy fighters might not be able to reach over there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. We've got it into the yellow, so we're having some success there. But yeah, clearly not enough. And I don't think the closed air support can reach over there either. They just don't have the range. Oh, and looks like we messed something up here. Ah, damn, did I just take them all off the order? I think I did. Alright, so I got them all reassigned. Let's go ahead and send some more fighters here. I'd like to get some closed air support, but if they can't reach, there's really no point. And then maybe 1 more? We'll see how that looks. See if that'll allow us to get control once they're deployed here. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue moving these tanks behind the enemy and also pushing forward along any fronts that are currently undefended. And let's go ahead and push forward here as well. I'm also surprised that the Canadians haven't yet capitulated. I thought they would have by now. Now, I know we don't have their capital yet, so that's obviously playing a role. Who else are we still at war with that we don't have this completed yet with? I don't know if there's anybody. We might have already completed with everybody. Yeah. I can take a look real quick. Just look at that faction and see if there's anybody that we haven't done yet. Just take a peek here. Not really. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody we don't have the bonus against. So let's just go and work against, I don't know, some of these African countries over here that we'll eventually attack. And if we haven't done the Chinese and the Japanese, then that would be an option too, even though we're probably not going to be fighting those guys. Alright, so everything should be good here. We're going to let that 1 unit train real quick, because he's like, you know, just a few percentage off from being at 100%. And then we'll send off those invasions, and well, I guess we got to gain control of the skies first. We don't have control of the skies over there, so we can't use the nuke yet. All right, so we've gotten the guns here. Let's go and get the last one. Still not even close to being done to get all the stuff I wanted for the light cruisers. So yeah, once this guy finishes up training, we'll let him get his organization back up, and then we'll see if we have control of the skies and whether we can send off that invasion. For now, we'll just continue expanding down here. And this guy is failing. Somebody came up to stop him, so we'll have to send him to a different province. Still getting some units over here, though. Most of these will likely not be coming to the front due to lack of supply up on the front. So let's go and try and see if we can't fix the infrastructure situation here. Yeah, we could go and boost that up just a little bit. There we go. Fantastic. Let me see if these guys are ready to go on their invasion, because they should be able to succeed. Yeah, so we'll send them off on their invasion. And these guys are out ready to go, but the question is, do we control the skies? We do not. We do not yet control the skies. They have a lot of planes there. Alright, well, we do have a little bit more space for fighters, guys, so let's go ahead and send another wing. Luckily, we have plenty of fighters. Alright, so that's all that we have for the spare space there. Yeah, we could put in like another air wing of 100, I suppose, but to get that raider patrols. So I want to say there's not really much else to get here. We'll grab this one for the enemy size fleet penalty, though. I suppose that helps. But for the most part, there's really not much to get there that's all that beneficial. Let's take a look at where they're at, because again, I'm kind of surprised they haven't capitulated yet. 82%. All right. So yeah, I mean, I guess just got to get that capital, even if it's not worth any victory points. Oh, it's worth 3. But yeah, there's not really much victory points over here, but yeah, we still got to keep on attacking. But to get the blueprint stealing, let's go ahead and go after the invisible ink. Get that one next. And just make sure our units continue pushing forward here. Now, he would lose that tank would, but we're about to get another unit over there, so he should be alright. It looks like he changed it around anyway. Now, this victory point might be enough. If we can just get over to there, we could end up ending this conflict against Canadians. We'll have to see, because they don't really have a lot of victory points left. We are successful here. Hopefully our bombers are helping. They are. Excellent. You know what? It looks like it has changed here. So you know what? Let's just go and drop our first nuke and make sure we're successful here. And there we go. Everybody's wondering where we're going to nuke first. Haiti, of all places, was the first place to get nuked, just so we could win this naval invasion here. Alright, so we now have control of it, and now it's just a matter of getting these units wiped out. We'll take one unit, whichever one is the weakest one, have him come over here and grab that territory, while the rest of these guys will attack right there. And just like that, they have capitulated, so yeah, we don't even need to do that. Let's go and have them join that port there. No, I grabbed too many units there. Just want that unit and this guy to come to this port here. Alright, so yeah, it's just a matter of trying to get control of the skies here so we can use the nukes. And can't do anything when it comes to this one, won't be able to use the nukes. Could just send the one invasion, but you know, if we're going to fail here, then we're probably going to fail in the one next to Mexico City, so I might just try sending it off anyways, just to see what we can do there. And we could also try using, although I really don't want to, because you can see there's multiple types of units here. As I say, we could try using the cipher bonus, which really helped with the naval invasions. The problem, though, is you'd have to use it against multiple countries, because it's not even Mexican divisions that are defending here. We got the English here, we got the Cubans. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we do other than use all of them, if we even have them all. We might not have the British one right now, since we already used it. Let's have this guy go over here. Tank did push forward there successfully. It looks like there's no units defending there, so might as well just have all these guys go forward here. Let's have these units go over here. I'm not entirely sure why everybody's so set on going to this front. Let's just fix that. You don't even need this front, it's just the lakes. Yeah, don't really need the units there. So yeah, just continue pushing forward up in the north end if nobody's going to defend it. And so yeah, having some trouble here because of the lack of air control here. That's one of the main issues, though. If you don't control the skies, then you're going to be quite limited. What we can do is pull off the close air support from here, since I mean, they were meant to help out with this invasion, and they did. But yeah, if they don't have the range to help out here, then this is a location we could put fighters. Although I'm curious if the fighters here can't reach. Because yeah, it looks like they might be able to. Instead of doing this here, what we could also do is have the tactical bombers doing the close air support here, since we have plenty of air bases to cover all this region here. Then also having them come over here as well, that might help. Now, I don't know if these fighters can reach. It looks like they could. They just have like lower efficiency. Alright, well, I'm actually okay with that. So let's go and send them there. And then maybe get like one more of the fighters covering the Caribbean here. So we have 1,700 there. Let's see if that will make a difference in trying to get control of the skies. Remember, we have to get up to 75%. We're at 54%. It's doing okay. It's stepping up some, 61.3%. Just kind of all over the place here. So we'll just have to see if we can't do something there. And also, as the strategic bombers damage the air bases, it becomes more difficult for them to put planes here. So there's always a chance that, you know, you damage the air bases enough and then they can't put enough planes here to keep control. Yeah, it's close, guys, but just not there. Just kind of bouncing back and forth between this 59 and the 63%. But still higher than it was. So what I think we should do is send more planes. That might make the difference. And I'm wondering if the close air support, which we don't have any here, I'm wondering if the close air support could go there and provide coverage here. Because yeah, we did move these guys. Let me just see. I don't think so. No, it's not going to work. We'll just move them there anyway, and then it'll open up a little bit of space here, since the fighters here do have slightly better coverage. So yeah, let's go ahead and duplicate them. Get another 200 fighters there. See if that'll make the difference. Because they do have more fighters than we do. And yet we're still doing pretty good on the percentage here. Alright, so just keep on trying to get control of the skies there so we can nuke. And we might just try and do an naval invasion without the nukes and seeing how that goes. That'd be an option as well. Let's try attacking up here. Probably not going to succeed, but we'll try. Maybe. It's a possibility. We did lose that province, unfortunately. So having some difficulty up along there. And what we might want to do, I know that we are improving the supply here as well, so that's going to help. But another thing that would help is getting some assistance for our planes here. Just build up the airbase a bit more. Yeah, I think that'd be good. And we need all this here except for these. So what we could do is just move these down below, just a few of them. And we might want to take a look at our resource situation. Because yeah, we are trading for more aluminum than we actually need. Did we get some aluminum here? We didn't, just chromium. So yeah, I think we might just end up sending this naval invasion. And you know, it's probably going to fail. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. So let's go ahead and send both naval invasions and see if they're able to succeed without support from the nuclear weapons. We'll go and accept that. Alright, so gonna win that one for sure. Looks like we also won here, so let's go and send this unit as well. And again, we'll be able to get more units up on the front as we build up the infrastructure there. We got the invisible ink. We also just had an agent get captured by the Canadians. So we're gonna have to rescue him. So the next thing we're gonna get is the psychological warfare. We actually do that mission sometimes. And we must mount a rescue operation. So we did complete the infiltrate Navy. Okay, I didn't even see that notification, but we did do that. So now we can attempt to steal naval blueprints. So let's go ahead and do that. We want to keep him in Mexico. I think that'd be wise. We'll go ahead and send... We do need to rescue that agent, though, so that's something to consider. Maybe we should rescue the agent first. I don't know which one takes the longest. 35 days to repair that. I assume this one's going to be a lot longer, yeah. So let's just rescue the agent real quick. And it's in Canada, so I don't have anybody who's specifically good at that. So maybe we'll just send the German commando here. We'll send him to do that. And so for the rest of the agents, we'll just get them working on intel for now. So we already have Kim Philby over here working on getting intel on the British. This guy here's our sexy guys over here working on the Mexicans. So we need somebody to replace that Canadian operative. So we'll have her do that. And then with this character here, I guess it doesn't really matter what he does. We'll just have him working on Mexico for now, I suppose. Here in Belize. I think we're pretty high. 67%, but we could always be higher. So let's see if these naval invasions are successful. Again, we don't have the ability to drop the nukes, unfortunately. We're pretty close here, but yeah, 60% is just not good enough. Need to get up to 75%. Only thing I think of is sending more planes. So if we wanted to do that, we should build up this airbase here to the highest level. I know it's pretty high as it is, but yeah, we can try building it slightly higher. That one's already a level 10. These guys have not hit yet. Looks like they will probably fail. They will probably fail as well. They could end up being successful, but yeah, I don't think so, guys. Now, they are mostly fighting against Mexicans, so what we could do, and this is what we will do, is let's go and use the Cypher. I don't know if this will make enough of a difference. It's probably not going to help here because I don't think we're fighting any Mexican divisions. Let me just double check if we're actually fighting anybody from Mexico. There's a few Mexican divisions here. Let's just take a look at this situation here. And it's mostly Mexican divisions. There's one English one there as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll try and use the Cypher against Mexico and see if this will do enough to make an impact. Because that's the thing that it's most useful for, is naval invasions. Because not only are you getting the breakthrough against that country, you're also getting the invasion penalty reduction. So go ahead and use that. I won't use it against the British, even though we are fighting a few of their divisions. Could use it against the Cubans too, because we are fighting one Cuban division, and I think, you know, that with Cuba it's not as useful having this, so we will use it against them, but not against the British. I just don't think it's useful enough because there's only a couple British divisions here. We do get the experimental rockets, so that we can move on to the rocket engines, and we'll take a look, see if that is going to have an impact here. So far, I haven't seen any yet. Yeah. It might not have that much of an effect because the invasion's already launched. It's supposed to start as soon as the battle is going. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough, guys. You can see we clearly failed right there. And here it looks like we were going to win, but then I think they moved another division there. So now we're going to fail. Alright, well, I didn't expect it to be successful, guys. Just thought we'd try it out. See if we couldn't make it happen. Alright, so he's still pushing forward there. It's taking him forever. A lot more units here that we're facing now. Yeah, quite a bit more units. We'll try and throw everything we have into him and see if that works. It looks like that will not be enough. Might need to wait until we get that airbase built. This is still green, guys. Oh, they failed. Alright, so they have retreated. So what we're going to do is stop the invasions. And then send it back into their areas here. Okay, so yeah, did fail. Not surprising. We just have to try and get better control here, which is going to require, again, to build the air bases up even further and just sending more planes there. And what we could do is pull back the closed air support, which are having no effect here, so that we can put more fighters. Do we not have any here? We do. We have one here. So we'll just move them to a different air base and then just have them stay here. I suppose it's fine. And then we have a close air support over here that could also be moved. Place them over here. So I just move the planes we've got there. And with this guy here, he could be bombing right there. And let me see if we don't have any more strategic bombers. I prefer to just bring additional ones, which we do. We do have additional ones. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put them into... This airbase is a bit far. We're probably going to need this airbase for it. So let's go ahead and put some strategic bombers here. So make sure they can reach the whole region there. And they will be engaged, of course, by the enemy. But you know, let's just throw all these in here. Although this is a rather large... You know what? We are going to do a full 200 here. And then have them do the strategic bombing. We're going to prioritize what we want them to bomb, because anything's really good, frankly. So we'll have them bomb there and see if they have any success. Remember, this is all getting us points as well, as long as they actually hit the buildings. And this will open up these to more planes. And there is like 100 heavy fighters. If we can get another 100 there, then what we could do is get it to exactly 2,000. That's the reason why we're only using 1,900 here. So yeah, let's go ahead and increase their numbers up by 100. That'll help a lot as well, trying to get control of the region. And then just take another fighter wing here and then duplicate it. And then same thing here. Just take one of these fighter wings and duplicate them. And now we might be able to get control there. That's what I'm hoping. Hoping that'll be enough. So I'm not sure where this airbase is here that we're building, because it was a level 0. Yeah, that's right here. So yeah, we should get another airbase here. I think that this airbase is actually part of the next air region. Alright, so we won there, but then I guess we retreated or something. Let me see if these guys have had success. They have one more unit now, but they have a lot more units, so no, that'd be a failure. Just need to get somebody over here. So you know what, let's go and take this tank and have them go that way. And same thing with this tank unit, we're gonna have them go that way. Hopefully together they can grab that province. So let's take a look how we're doing now. 67.2%. Now 69.6%. So we're getting it up there, but yeah, it's just not enough, guys. Now we are building the radar there in Cuba, so as that gets higher, that could have an effect there. We finished both of these, so let's go and get the last torpedoes, and we're done with the guns there. So we want to get the secondary turrets now. Right, so attacking there successfully, keep them fighting. Yeah, but Canada, we're kind of stymied in. We're also stymied here for the Canadian invasion. Let me see if any of these troops need to train. Yeah, we have one unit. Just make sure they get that 25% combat bonus. And yeah, just trying to get control here, guys. I mean, we're as close as we've ever been before. And, you know, we see a little 70% there every once in a while. But yeah, it's just not high enough. If it was floating between 75%, then we could just sit here and look at it and then send the nuke as soon as it hit 75, even briefly. This guy's now felling, so let's go and stop that. Alright, so yeah, just kind of stymied everywhere. You see if all these guys are here and fully staffed. Yep. Now over here we are not, so we can go and put one more air wing of fighters. Do we want to put any heavy fighters there? Let me see if there's any more left. I don't think so. Yeah, just the 41. So we're going to put another air wing of fighters here, and that might be just enough. We'll have to see. To get us where we'll be like floating between 75%. I don't know. Right now it's at a little bit lower, 65%. Yeah, just not there yet, guys. Okay. We're not going to accept Russia's offer there. I don't know if we're having any success there, but I guess we'll see when we look at the war participation. And I mean, I really don't need any of these ones, guys. I mean, I guess we can get that one, but yeah, we don't really need any of these. We're not doing any of those missions. Still waiting to get our operative back. Need to succeed on that invasion, or that mission. Should get that province soon as well. And maybe we can attack here. There's not as many units, and then cut off all the units here in the main province that they're defending. We could also drop a nuke here to get the win. And I think that might be what we have to do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, guys. Although I'd prefer to cut them off and then drop the nuke here. We don't control that region, though. So we just need to get the airbase here. Oh, we're building up the airbase here for them, I think. I think that this is the airbase. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let me just double check on that. Because I think that's this one here. Yeah, I want to say that is. So let's go ahead and pull that back because we're actually giving them planes. We're giving them an airbase to put their planes. So we can't build in the region, I think, where we have control of the airbase. So that's not even an option. Alright, well that's kind of a bummer. Nothing to be done there, I suppose. You can, of course, drop the nuke here. And we will if I can't win here. That's what we'll do to be able to push forward there. We do have air experience. Okay, well let's go ahead and spend that then. We're going to want to spend it on... I think the fighters are done. Let me just double check here. But I do believe we're done with the fighters. Yeah, we're done with the fighters. We don't have the reliability to keep on ticking them up. Close air support, we're having problems here. They can't give us any range because yeah, they're just not good enough. We could also do the heavy fighters and improve them since we're using a lot of them. And this is probably the better option since we're having trouble getting control of the skies. We'll give them a bit of range. Well, the range is not as important for these guys. So let's go ahead and save that and go ahead and get them out there building. We'll have better heavy fighters out there. See if that makes any difference here. Obviously, it'd be a long-term thing. Still just sitting at 63%, so we're actually lower now than we were before. Alright, so yeah, just waiting for these guys to get to their province here. We did lose that province. Okay, that's a shame. We'll try attacking again, but it doesn't look like we're going to be successful in that. Yeah, we're just waiting for these tanks to get to this province, and then we'll attempt to attack right there. Again, don't have control of the region, the air zone, so we won't be able to drop a nuke there. So the chance of success is low, I think. I don't even know if these tanks can get here before they do, because again, us, having the lower control of the skies, the lower infrastructure, we are moving kind of slow. We did get the infrastructure all built up through here, so yeah, looks like the supply is not quite as bad as it was. It's only 1.9% for the attrition. So yeah, I might just have to try sending the attack again without control of the skies, because yeah, I just don't know that we'll be able to get it. Or you're doing everything we can here. Obviously that close air support could be moved off, I suppose, but I think that helps more in the invasion, and I don't know that 200 fighters would make the difference here. Yeah, I don't think it'd be enough to put us in the 75%, that's for sure. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to wait. And we'll just try the invasion again here in a minute. Let's first attack down here, and then see if we can't cut these guys off from supply and then get them destroyed, which I think is a much better option than dropping the nuke there. And another agent was captured, this time by the Canadians. Again, so yeah, the Canadians captured him last time, actually. Damn. Alright, seems like every time I put an agent over there, he gets captured. Oh, was that the guy who was sent to... Yeah, I think we just had the agent captured who was sent to rescue that agent, actually. Alright, well... Could send this guy here, he's the only one not doing anything as of right now, so yeah, we'll send him. Wasn't that the guy that was captured? Maybe the guy who got captured was able to successfully rescue the agent, because I didn't actually read that. So he might have been successful but got captured in the process or something. We're going to try this invasion again here, guys, because yeah, I don't think we're going to get control of this, guys, to be able to use the nuke. So let's just see if they can be successful without it. They almost were last time. It's not impossible they can get the win. Yeah, we'll just send them all off. Let's see if they can't win. What we might need to do is, like, send an additional army over there. In fact, oh, these guys are taking some heavy attrition here. Let's go ahead and fix that. We need to get... The infrastructure's already built up, but we do need a larger naval base here, clearly. So yeah, we'll get this built up higher. And in fact, we're not even using everything we have here. Let's go ahead and build that up then. As far as the radar going, we already have it covered here. I suppose you could build one down here and get a little bit further coverage. I don't know if it's worth it though. Building there already as well. As far as air bases, yeah, you can't solve this issue here. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, we got all the air bases here as well. So yeah, definitely have some difficulty here, guys. As far as like what else we could build, yeah, I think we're just going to continue building synthetic refineries. Yeah, let's build those for now. Just give our factory something to do. And we don't actually need the rubber. We really don't. I suppose we'll build those and that's going to be it. We won't build any more of those. We just won't use the civilian factories. Unless we need them for something. So yeah, we'll see if these are successful here. I don't expect that they will be. I mean, it's just a bummer that we just don't have control of the skies there. So I mean, it looks like it's going to be successful initially, but I think it will end up failing. This one, though, has a much higher chance of success now. But yeah, what I was thinking we'd do is send off a third invasion. We can even try and hit the same port together, and that would be an option. But you can only have so many troops in battle at the same time. So yeah, we could just try and hit one of these other ports with that blue army, maybe that one. We did get the plastic explosives. That means we are done here. We'll just, leave the civilian factories for, I guess they're just sitting there because we're not even building them with them. Yeah, reinforcement rate I think got us here, guys. They just didn't reinforce quick enough. Alright, so that's a shame. This is also looking like it's going to be a failure. Yep. Alright, so they'll have to go back. So again, I'm not surprised. I did expect it to fail. We could have these guys planning, so let's go ahead and do that. Obviously won't be able to send them since they're facing all that attrition. As far as where we'll hit, we got to get a naval base, so could always try hitting somewhere closer here, like hitting this port, and then that'll give us another air base, and maybe it won't be as well defended, though. This is into a rough province, man. I just realized that no, never mind, it's the plains. I was thinking it was a mountain province. Here's the mountains. So yeah, we could try attacking there. Seeing if that'll be successful, and that'll give us another airbase to make use of. And then maybe we can get control of the skies. That's an option. We did cut these units off here. Excellent. Wasn't sure how well that'd work out, but it worked out. So now let's go ahead and destroy them. That should be nice and easy, and we're just killing a ton of units. Alright, let's go ahead and push forward here now. Nobody's there to stop us. And we're going to take a few of the units. Looks like they're still arriving. Okay, so we got to wait a little bit. That'll give us that airbase that we started to build up. And in fact, since we have control of the airbase now, or just about have control of the airbase, let's go ahead and build it up. And we'll build it up all the way as well. We did get the turreted secondary battery. Let's go and get the dual purpose now, the best one. And we're almost ready to build light cruisers. Again, I doubt we'll ever see them go into service, but give us something to do with our research. Alright, so now we just need to wait for all these units to be over here. I don't think they have a planning bonus. Let's go ahead and fix that. That'll help them out. While they sit there, we'll get planning bonuses. I don't think we need as many troops up here as we have. So let's go ahead and just make some adjustments here. See what we got over here. Let's take some of these tank units, I think, actually. Let me make sure it's... Where is he? Not that guy. We don't want that tank unit. Let's take one of the other tank units. Have him come over here. Again, though, I don't think we need it to be 12 and 12. So let's take... Yeah, this guy should be here. Anybody that's over here should be over here. So that's 14 and 10. I think that's good. We now have control of this airbase. Excellent. We're getting that built up higher. But let's go and take a few of these planes here and now get them moving into this airbase and try and get control of that zone. That'll help out a lot. And you know what? We've had the war goal for here for a while now, and I actually lost it. Damn it. I didn't even realize that we had it. That's a bummer. So now we have to do it all over again. That's such a shame. I got the notification for it, and apparently I clicked right through it, wasn't paying attention. Alright, so that's a real bummer. Let's go ahead and use the Mexico one first. Do the Mexico one first, since we lost that. Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer that I missed that opportunity, because we got it back in July, and so we only had 3 months to use it, so it looks like we just missed our opportunity. In fact, I'm really surprised that we lost it. If we got it in July... Yeah, I mean, what, did we just lose it? Like a couple days ago? Yeah, I must have just lost it a couple days ago. That's the only answer there. Alright, well, we do have more room here. I didn't realize that we're not using all this. Let's see if we have any heavy fighters. We have 100. So we could put like 100 there for now. And then increase it up to 200 once we have them in the stockpile. So let's go and find these heavy fighters. Or you know what? We could just duplicate the heavy fighter wing that's here. And they'll fill in as they can. See if that makes a difference. I guess we want to take a look at it now. Yeah, we're actually lower than we were before. They just keep on putting planes here. I'm sure we're losing a lot of strategic bombers there. Now, I know that it's kind of harder to engage strategic bombers, but I'm sure we are taking losses there. So yeah, they're attempting to attack across here. Let me see if we built this up enough. Not yet. We're actually overstaffed right now. We are getting it built up higher, though. It'll just take some time. We are definitely having some difficulty on all these attacks here, just because it's late game, so there's a lot of units. A lot of units to defend territory. And the naval invasion is going to be quite challenging as well. But again, I think paratroopers are just as challenging when it comes to trying to get control of these naval bases. And of course, you got to have control of the skies just to drop them. And that's the main issue that we're having here. We're at 70%. You know what? We could probably sit on this and then maybe be able to send it off here. Yeah. If we could just like... There we go. If I just sit here and click it. There we go. We should be able to drop it, and then let's go and send the invasions now. and they should bomb there. That's the hope anyway. Maybe I didn't. Damn it. Yeah, it looks like it didn't work. Alright, so we're just going to sit here and click it with the hope that we'll get control briefly. Looks like we're not going to get it, guys. Damn. Alright, we'll just keep on sitting here clicking on it. And again, just hope that eventually we get that 75% control and then we can drop it. I know the clicking's probably annoying here, guys, but it's really the only option in order to drop this. I don't even know if we're even remotely close to getting it, though. You know, we're at 65%. We're probably not going to get it. Nah. The chance we had, we already missed. God, I thought I sent it off. I really thought that I had made the click. I should have paid better attention. I clearly didn't. But you know what? We might still win, even without the nuclear bombs. I don't know, though. It seems like they just keep sending units into these provinces, and it stops us. Could send this one. Looks like they have enough supply now. Let's let them train up just a second, though. We did fail there. We'll likely fail there as well. Okay. It is what it is, guys. Let's go ahead and expand out here. Get some more of this territory. None of this is going to be enough to get them to capitulate, though. We got to get into this region here. But we don't have control of the skies yet, so we need to get that airbase built up a little bit higher. Let's go ahead and send some more of these fighters. Send these guys here. See if that'll help us get control of the sky enough to drop the bomb. Looks like we're just short without them, so we might be able to succeed with one more air wing. Let's have these guys go over to this port. I don't think this one will succeed. Nah. Looks like it's gonna fail as well. Alright. It's a shame. We tried. Again, I sent them because I thought that we were gonna have the nuke going over there. And that did not end up happening. Not the way I wanted it to. Tanks are moving pretty quick, so let's go ahead and have them take over those two regions. Grab them up again, just try and get them a little bit closer. Still can't drop the nuke here, which will be necessary since this is attacking across a river. You saw how they did on their attacks across the river. They didn't do well at all. As far as naval attacks here and equipment, is there anything else left to get? I don't think so. I think we have everything. Yeah, I believe we got everything, so now it's just passive bonuses. So yeah, we'll just go after like passive stuff. We'll do the sonar, I suppose. Oh, you know what? We do need this one. That's an equipment tech. Yeah, just keep on stuffing planes in there until we get control of the skies over there, and then we can use the nukes to get across the river. These guys here, they're done training, but just need to get the organization back up, and then we'll attempt an attack there and see if you succeed. Again, it's hard to say if that one will be as well defended. We'll just have to wait and see. Again, I think the 5 victory points here, though, might be enough, and you get control of that radar as well. So yeah, if we can just get control of the skies here. So let's go and just keep on bringing our planes over here. See if that is enough. We are almost there. We're very close. So I think with that, we now have what we needed. So let's go and get across the river. And we're just going to probably, although strategic bombers are not considered in range, so we're going to need to move some more strategic bombers essentially. Okay, so we have the ones down here, and those are the ones that I think were considered in range before. The ones that we have down south. So let's just do an air wing. I mean, it doesn't even have to be this high, actually. Let's redo that. We could just do like 25. You don't even need that, since they're not even doing anything. All they're doing is providing us support over there. In fact, we could even have them go there as soon as they get here. But yeah, once they arrive, which let me just double check on when that's going to be. The 10th of November, so a couple days here, and then we'll do our attack over there. Should be successful. Not really looking at all the convoy raiding here. We're sinking cowboys. That's all you need to know. God, it's such a bummer I missed this opportunity here, and by a couple days too, man. But yeah, 3rd of February, guys, is when the next one's gonna be. Just sucks we gotta do it again. Is what it is, though. These guys ready? Just about. Organization just needs to get a little bit higher here, and then we'll send them off. Hopefully they succeed. They're not launching their invasion, and they're not done yet. They're not even done yet. So they'll launch it as soon as they get that done in about 2 weeks here. So we have our strategic bombers over here. So let's go ahead and bomb both of these locations. Let's attack them both. And as you can see, these are failures without the bombs, or at least that one is. This one might have succeeded without using it. And we have conquered all this area up here. So let's go ahead and have these guys go this way now. Yeah, I don't think any of those attacks would work without using some nukes. We did get those last torpedo launchers. So I think this is all we're waiting on is a secondary battery, and then I guess we're also waiting on getting the sonar. I should have gotten that already. Damn. So we'll just do passive bonuses then. Let's go ahead and do the bonuses to our light cruisers here. And you know what? We can go and improve our tanks too, guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, we're not really building units or anything, but you know, this does make our light tanks in the field a bit better. So I'm just going to tick them up some by maybe 3 each. Yeah, we'll do 3 each here. And there we go. Get the Mark 1s building so they'll get to the front line, be a little bit better. Our light tanks. So I'm just waiting for that one invasion to launch and just hoping we can get control here. 60%, it's worse than it was before. We are pushing forward here, so we might be able to get Canada knocked out of the conflict. And then let's just have one unit go grab that location there. Tank continues to push forward here. I don't know, we might be very close to getting them capitulate now that we took those 5 victory points, but not quite there, 90%. Alright, a little bit surprised. We've got to keep on pushing forward then. Alright, so let's go and push forward. You know, we'll attack that unit there. Should be easy going now, though, because these units are so weak due to our nuclear attacks. We'll have one unit go straight on over there while the other one comes up here. So I just keep on pushing forward here. Yeah, the tanks are flying forward, making very good progress, actually. Let's have this tank go, you know, he'll go up this way. And they're attacking the unit right there, but again, these units are just so weak now. Alright, we're going to grab these ones up, though that's only for the battleships and battle cruisers. That one's only for the heavy cruisers. This one will be for all of them, so I guess we can go down all of them. Just because we don't have anything else really to research at the moment. I don't think that blue invasion will succeed. If it doesn't, we'll send in more troops. Because they're not even a full army right now. It's just the ones that we got that were sitting in London. I only plan to use them for the invasion of Haiti. Yeah, we're clearly going to need to send more troops more than likely. This guy can continue taking territory up here. All this is helping with the attempt to get them to capitulate. And we can also put more planes here as well, make sure that we maintain control here. I want to say, yeah, we haven't moved any close air support over here just yet, so let's go ahead and get them coming over here. Help us out with those attacks. And we can only go a couple more minutes, and we're going to have to end it here, guys. I was hoping to get them to capitulate this episode. Make some progress here, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We're really, really close, though. Really close. They're at 92%. I think just getting that capital will be enough. So we're going to have those tanks race over there and see if they can't get that done. It's like another British convoy there. And yeah, just waiting for this invasion to be sent as well, which they got 2 more days. So that'll be sent off here in mere seconds. Alright, so let's see where we want them to go. So they'll be cutting off these units here. And we did take that victory point. Let me just see if that was enough. 97%. Damn. Now Vancouver's, I think, what's causing the problem here because it's 15 victory points. It's also now their new capital. So we just got to keep on taking the regular provinces because, yeah, I don't think we'll ever get to Vancouver before it's going to result in them capitulating here. And these guys should be cut off once we grab those 2 provinces. These guys here make for a nice easy victory right there. Cut off a lot of units, get them destroyed. This invasion here is launched. We'll see if it's successful. Wait and see if that is successful. Is this a different air zone? Because that's something to consider too. If we're not successful, then we can attempt to change up where our planes are at, and then maybe we can get control of that sky and then drop the nuke there. We sunk one of the British destroyers here. A couple British destroyers, in fact. Alright, So that's good. Got a light cruiser as well. And 2 more destroyers. I just wonder how much they have left. You'd think not much at this point. Yeah, if we can win here, that'll be big for us. And these guys are taking that province, while this guy should be going up to this one here. And yeah, we might actually make it to Vancouver just because they're still not capitulating. All of our units here are just lagging behind. Again, it's kind of irrelevant though, because they should capitulate here very, very soon. You know, we even have them. There they go. I was going to say, we're going to have them go all the way to Vancouver. Although it looks like we have to go all the way to Vancouver, because we have not yet won here. Alright, so most of the units will go over there. We'll have a couple units sent over here to finish up that unit there. And then we have all the units here. They're going to have to wipe out these guys here. And we might just have to attack across rivers. It's fine, just to get those units wiped out. So yeah, Canada has capitulated, and this looks like it should be successful. So here at the end, we did have some victories. Oh, damn. Spoke too soon. This failure. Alright, I really thought that was going to be successful. I think they just didn't reinforce quick enough. Yeah, I think that's what's getting us here. It's not having a high enough reinforcement. That's why I went the Marine Company. That typically would give them a signal, or the Marine units. It's good to give them a signal company for their support. Alright, so we finished that up there. Now it's just a matter of attacking here, where they are pushing forward. The Mexicans are. So we're going to need to get these guys wiped out. The whole army, I guess, should come over here, with the exception of maybe just one unit. Yeah, let's just go ahead and have the entire purple army. I guess this wasn't the easiest way to select them, but and I'll come over here. That one unit there will finish up this province here. Get that taken for us. This is all just one province, right? Yeah. So get him taking care of that, and the rest will come over here and try and get control of Vancouver. But essentially, Canada is done now. Just look at the ship situation. We sunk a lot of British ships, so they can't possibly have much of a fleet left. Maybe 50 ships? Let's just take a peek here. 75 ships. Okay, a little bit more than I thought, but still not much of a fleet. Have to redo this one here. We'll get that done in February. Let's go and look at the casualties, see how the situation is going. We're now at 173 casualties for us and 41% total war participation. We almost have more than the Germans. You can see that the bombing has 177 points, sunk enemy ships 204 points. So we're getting quite a few there. But of course the Germans are getting 180 points from their casualties. They actually have more occupation points than us as well. Probably from taking all the victory points against the Soviets. Just looking at the casualties for our enemies. See what we did here. We're at 1.8 million for the British. Looking at some of the countries that actually been fighting here. Canada, 227,000. The Mexicans, 519,000. Nice. Alright, so yeah, just continuing casualties throughout here. And their total losses are almost at 9 million now. And quite a bit less fielded manpower now that the Canadian front has been dealt with. And so yeah, this is it, guys. It's just Mexico, I think. Let me just double check here. Yeah, just Mexico still is the only major power to be defeated, which they might not even be a major power. I think it's just because they're the faction leader. But yeah, just can't get any of these invasions to succeed. I think that we could win this one if we just shift our planes over to there. I think that would be enough. You probably wouldn't even have to drop the nuke. So for the next invasion, that's what we'll do to make sure we succeed here, so we can get another airbase, to put more planes into Mexican airspace, to try and get control of the sky there so that we can drop a bomb. And that'll be how we try to get the win there. We can also send more troops over here to this blue front. There's really no reason not to. Let me just see what we got here. And yeah, just go and send some more of these units here. And give them some more mountain. How many do they need? Give them some tanks as well. Yeah, we'll give them a lot more mountain units. And we can get one more unit. So we'll just take one of these guys. So we'll send a full 24. I don't know if we'll actually wait for those guys to get over here though. Probably not. So that's the current situation, guys. Just Mexico. I think we'll have them. I think we'll have the invasion be successful next episode. Will we be able to defeat them in one video? That's hard to say. Because you see there's a lot of troops here. And that's why we're having so much difficulty with these invasions. So pushing forward could be difficult. But we did it in Canada, even with all the difficulties. I think we will do it here in Mexico. So, oh, look at this. There's an invasion here. Successful invasion. Alright, I didn't know the Germans invaded Colombia. So that's getting them some points. Might knock them out of the war. And it also gives us another airbase that we could put some planes here. I don't know that they'll be able to reach over there, though. Probably not. But they could reach here in Central America. And we could also just help supporting the front in Northern South America as well. So yeah, the Germans must be getting points from that. That successful naval invasion. They could take Colombia. I never really wanted to do the invasion of Colombia. So yeah, they're doing that. And that allows them also to push up into Panama. Can't get control of the canal, of course, because that's American. But yeah, I can take Panama. The other thing we could do is, of course, attack these here ports in the Bahamas. But one problem with that is that then the British won't have any ports to operate out of. I mean, they might operate it out of the Mexican ones. Perhaps. There's a chance they could operate over here. But typically the AI would prefer to operate out of their own ports. So I think they'll send their entire fleet over to Asia. And I'd really, really like to sink the rest of the fleet here. We could start bombing the ports, though. And that'll allow us to try and sink these ships that are repairing. So that'd be an option. So yeah, I didn't even think about that fact that we could bomb the ports. But I don't really want to take them all. Again, we could. But I prefer that they keep their fleet here so we can bomb it and try and get it destroyed. And plus we're getting a lot of points. We're getting a lot more points for bombing ships than we ever would from trying to attack these non-victory point provinces. So it would be better to be able to continue sinking the fleet there. Hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. I meant to end it like 10 minutes ago, but you got a little bit longer episode. I guess it makes up for the fact that we didn't have one yesterday. So I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one, and thanks for watching.